And don't worry if you can't actually join in today. You can pop over onto YouTube later on and watch it recorded. Okay, so just giving it another minute and then we'll get started. Okay, hopefully the music's all right for everybody. Okay, let's start with our posture check. So if you can stand, if you are seated, just make sure you're seated nice and tall, but start with your feet together. Turn your toes out into that tentative position and then bring the heels in line with the toes. We want to make sure that we have full connection with the floor through the feet so that the toes are all nicely down from the big toe to the little toe, the heels down as well. Okay, so just give it a little rock forwards and back, left to right, and then bring it back into the center and make sure we're nicely grounded. Okay, heels, knees and hips nicely stacked, but making sure that those knees are soft at the joint, hips are soft, ankles are soft. Okay, we don't want to be locking those knees back, locking those joints out. Okay, let the muscles do their job. Roll the shoulders back and down, arms down by the side. Now if you've been at home or you a lot more and you're sitting at a desk a lot more than normal, you might find that you're a little bit rounded through the shoulders. Take your arms out to the side and just squeeze the shoulder blades together, opening up the chest, and then bring the arms back down. Hopefully that'll just release some tension around this area. Bring the chin slightly tucked, looking straight ahead. So that's our good posture. Taking our hands onto our ribs, fingertips together, shoulders relaxed and down. We're going to take in a breath and we're going to fill the lungs. So inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Excellent. Okay, relaxing the arms down by the side, or you can take one hand and place it on your tummy. Okay, and that's just so that we can do the core engagement section. Okay, so imagine you've got a magnet on your tummy and on your spine. Okay, so that just right here, we're going to inhale like before. Fill the lungs. As we exhale, I want you to pull up the pelvic floor and I want you to pull the tummy in, everything. So imagine you've got a corset on and those magnets are pulling it in nice and tight. Hold it. Become aware of how it feels and then let it go. Excellent. Inhale. Fill the lungs. Exhale. This time bring it to about 50% connection. Okay, so still a strong connection. Don't hold your breath. Keep the breath flowing. Again, feel it and then let it go. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. This time bring it into 30%. So it's pulled in. We're not holding our breath. Not that we should be at any point anyway. Breath's still there. But we can get on with our day. We can get on with other things. But that is just there and it's switched on. Okay. So we're going to go into some balance to start. So if you've got your chair, wall, bench, whatever you need, standing on your left leg, don't lock out the knee, let the muscles do the work, core is engaged. We're just going to start by lifting that leg slightly off the floor, okay? If you can and your balance is good, bring the knee up to hip height, okay? You don't have to be holding onto the chair or the wall for dear life. You could literally just have that mind-body connection and have your finger touching and it makes a lot of difference. Find a focal point as well, looking straight ahead. Bring the leg down, switching over and onto the other side. Again, don't hold your breath, let it flow in through the nose, out through the mouth. Core remains engaged at 30%, shoulders relaxed. Let that tension, just feel that tension just melt away. Bringing it up onto the other side one more time. Don't feel happy, can't get your knee up that high, that's fine. You're still balancing even if your foot or your toe is just off the floor, okay? Just find the level that's right for you and work with it. Switch sides. Again, it's very easy to let this go. If you need to, before you lift your leg up, switch on the core and then lift. If you lift the leg before switching on the core, then you're probably going to fall over or lose your balance. Excellent. Bringing it back down. Okay. We're just going to do a little bit of ankle mobility now. So I'm going to just take the right foot up and we're just going to do some ankle rotation. So just in a clockwise direction, just rotate the foot and then in an anti-clockwise rotation. That's it. I'm going to flex and point. Excellent, and bring it down. Okay, switch sides, rotate, outwards rotation. So we'll start anti-clockwise. Just to confuse you, use the brain a little bit. Change direction. And flex and point. Excellent, okay, come back into that good posture. Okay, use your chair if you need to. We're just going to do some heel pull-ups. So we're pulling that right foot so the heel comes up, the knees travelling forward, slowly back down, switching to the left leg, peeling the foot off the floor. The other foot remains on the floor at the moment. Okay, just until, as soon as that foot's flat and we're strong and steady. Excellent. Slowly come back up onto two if you can, and then we're going to do the opposite. So we're going to go down and up, down and up. Excellent. Nice and controlled, keeping the knees soft, keeping the core engaged. Inhale, exhale naturally. Chin tucked, shoulders relaxed. One more on each side, ensuring that we are even, and then bringing it back down. Excellent. So facing your bench, your chair, your wall, whatever you have for your support, okay? Again, try not to hold on for dear life. It here is just for a little support. So a good tip, if it's suitable for you, is if you tend to be one of these people that tenses up when we're on one leg, place your hands just upside down so the back of the hand is on. So you've got that contact, you've got that connection. Standing on your left leg, okay? Taking your right leg nice and straight behind you, toes pointing. Inhale, exhale, engage your core. Tip forward from the hip, and we're just going to squeeze the bottom. So as we squeeze, we exhale, okay? And the bottom lifts the leg up off the floor. Inhale to lower and release. Exhale to lift. Inhale, lower. Keep that movement going. Nice gentle movements. Shoulders relaxed. Okay, give me two more on this leg. Bringing it in and switching sides. Reset, make sure you're nice and grounded on your right foot. So again, big toe to little toe, it's all in connection with the floor, okay? But we're not gripping the toes either. Tilt forward at the hip, lengthen the back leg, squeeze and lift. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Core's on, shoulders are relaxed, and we breathe. And it's not necessarily about how many you do. At this point, it's about the quality of the move over the quantity. Two more. And you might find that one leg is better than the other. It's normal. Okay. And just give the legs just a nice little jog there. We're going to come and we're going to go into our calf raises. So reset the posture. Shoulders down and relax. Inhale. Exhale, coming up onto the toes. Inhale to lower. Exhale up. Nice and controlled. And don't worry about how high you get up onto those toes. Okay? As long as you're getting that movement, you're not locking your knees out. Okay, if you lock your knees out, again, you're more likely to have balance issues. If you want to, you can take one arm off if you're feeling brave. Or you know your balance is good, take both arms off. Excellent. You've always got the chair or your bench or your wall here to hold on to if needs be. Give me 3 more. Excellent, and bringing it down. Okay, so we haven't done some squats in a while, but I figured why not today, okay? So options are, level 1 is to sit in your chair and do a leg extension, okay? So, sitting tall, extend out. So if you have any knee issues or anything like that, or you're just not confident in doing a squat, this is probably the option for you, okay? Squeezing the leg up, so squeezing the front of the thigh, bringing it back down, alternating the legs, okay? And then the rest of it is basically a little bit more to do with the range of motion, okay? And how far down you can go. So standing just slightly further than hip width, okay? Making sure, again, you've got that 3-point connection, big toe, little toe, heel, but not gripping through the toes. Knees are soft, we inhale, we exhale, and we sit back, but we keep that spine nice and straight. We're looking straight ahead, okay? So we're bending at the knees, we're bending at the hips, and we're keeping that spine straight as we go down. We inhale. Excellent. Coming down nice and controlled. Use your chair if you need to for support. Use the wall, it's always there. Inhale, exhale. Squeezing the bottom as you come back up, just to really work those muscles in the bottom. They are the laziest muscles in the body, our bottom muscles. And if we sit on them all day, they are switched off all day. Okay? So give them a little bit of a wake up, just literally squeezing and release. Squeeze and release is a good therapy. It's a nice, gentle little workout for them and can help with any lower back issues. Okay, give me 2 more. If you're doing the seated leg extension, obviously make sure you're nice and even on those legs. Okay, we're going to stretch out the lower body now. So we're going to take the right foot and we're going to step back and plant it into the floor. Okay, I want you to make sure when you look down at your feet that both feet are pointing straight ahead as if they were standing next to each other. If your back foot is turned out, shorten that stance and lengthen it up. Okay. And then lean into your chair or your wall, pushing that heel away from you, not putting all your weight into the chair. It's just a support, remember. Breathe. Excellent. Slowly come up, switch it over, and bringing it back down. Nice and controlled. Check your toes. Your foot is pointing straight ahead again, as if they're standing next to each other. Now, you're going to find you've got one side tighter than the other, and that's this one for me. Very tight today. Okay. Again, inhale, exhale. With every exhalation, you want to just feel, try and push through that heel just that little bit more. Just deepen that stretch. Feel the tension melt away. Inhale and back up. Okay. Back of the legs this time. So we're going to step forward. Okay. And then we're going to sit back on our left. Lengthen the right leg. Toes stay in contact with the floor. Nice straight leg. Okay, just hold it here for a minute, and you ideally want to be feeling it down the back of the thigh. If you're not feeling it as much, okay, make sure your knees is not bent otherwise you won't get the stretch down there. And then turn the toes up to deepen the stretch if needs be. And then reach down towards those toes if it feels comfortable and safe to do so. And again, just use your breath and then slowly come up. Switch sides, step forward with the left, back leg, sit back on that right side. If you need to, you can always never put the weight through a joint, okay? So always make sure it's in the muscle, the actual middle of the muscle. Come down again, keep the toes flat, sit into it, feel the stretch. If you want to deepen it, bring your toes up towards you and then reach down to deepen it. And just breathe. And again, you might find this side's tighter, or you might find that the other side was tighter. We're all a little bit different. Slowly come up, and then we're done with our leg stretches. Okay, so hopefully you survived that one so far. We're going to go into single arm floats and start off with our upper body. Okay, only thing to work out, make sure is that you're away for the arm section if you do overhead stuff from any light fittings, all right, so you might whack them. So reset the posture, engage the core, okay? Again, you can do this seated if you need to. Just make sure you're sitting nice and tall, making sure you're not slouching in your chair. We're going to inhale. We're going to exhale, float one arm up, inhale, back down. Excellent. Exhale, up, inhale, down. That's it. Just alternate for the time being, just to shoulder height. So you want your palms facing inwards, you want your thumbs pointing to the ceilings and your little finger pointing to the floor. Just going straight up. Okay. If it feels comfortable to do so and you haven't got any shoulder issues or anything like that, I want you to try and take the arm all the way up. So the arm is next to the ear and then all the way back down. If you can't get all the way up, just go to where the range of motion lets you before you feel your shoulders creeping up, okay? Come all the way up and all the way back down. So just still doing one arm at a time here. Okay, now here's where a little bit of coordination comes into it. All right, we're going to do arm all the way up. And then as this arm's coming down, we're going to bring this arm down or up, the meet in the middle, and then overhead switching. So it feels a little bit different. When you're at the top, I just want you to kind of just do a little extension, so just a little bit of a squeeze of the shoulder blades and back down. All the way up, squeeze, and then slowly back down. So just make sure we're not holding our breath at any point. We're flowing the breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just as I said before, don't force the arms or the shoulders to go somewhere that it just doesn't feel right. So if your up is here, that's absolutely fine. Okay, bringing it back down and then just give me some shoulder rolls, loosen it all off. Excellent. Okay, we're going to reset, and again, this can be done in a seated position. Just keep your posture nice and upright and core still switched on. We're going to go into our torso twist, so I want you to take your hands into the prayer position. Fingertips go underneath the chin, so we remain in contact, okay? This is to make sure that the hands don't go one way and the head goes another, okay? So we want to make sure that this all stays in line. We're going to take in a breath. And then as we exhale, I just want you to do a slight movement around to the left. Inhale. Exhale, round to the other side. Now, we need to make sure that we are keeping our hips nice and locked forward, okay? So I'm not twisting, okay, quite loosely. It's just the upper part of the spine that is rotating around. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keeping that head in neutral as well and making sure you're not using your hands to push your head back over. Don't need any more pressure on the spine. Inhale, exhale. If you do struggle to keep your hips forward on this one, sitting down is good because you can then feel if your bottom is shifting in the seat. Make sure you're even and then bringing it back down. Excellent. We're going to go into arm circles now. So the stages of that, okay, are shoulder rolls to start. So bringing the shoulders forward, up towards the ears and back down. So we'll all just start with a few of these. And then if this is where you feel comfortable, keep going. Second option is to take your hands onto the shoulders and we're going to draw some circles with the elbows. Nice and controlled, just let the breath flow. Inhale, exhale. Cores engaged, nice and strong. Okay, and then if that's where you feel comfortable, we'll leave it there. If it feels good for you and you don't have any shoulder issues, we're going to take the arms all the way up and then all the way down. All the way up, all the way down. Okay, give me two more. Excellent, and bringing it back down. We're going to take our right arm across our body, using our left arm just to pull that arm a little bit further so we can actually straighten out the shoulder. Making sure you're avoiding the elbow. And when we're standing or sitting here, don't let that posture go, okay? Keep that core at 30% and keep the shoulders relaxed. Let the breath flow in through the nose, out through the mouth. Slowly switch, left arm across. Use the right arm just to pull a little bit deeper on that shoulder. Okay, interlink your fingers or just hold one hand and flip the other. We're going to bring our arms up to shoulder height in a semicircle. Drop the chin to the chest and then we're just going to roll the shoulders forward and pull the upper back away. So we're feeling a nice stretch down there between the shoulder blades. Bring the hands around the back. Place them on the small of the back. Squeeze the elbows together. Okay. Again, don't let that posture go. So squeezing the elbows together, opening up the muscles across the front of the chest. Now, if you don't get a deep enough stretch doing this one, you might do. That's fair. The alternative is take your hands behind your back and lift your arms up. Okay, some people find this is a deeper or easier stretch for them to do. It's just personal preference, but they both do the same thing. Okay, and then what I'm going to ask everybody to do today is just take a seat Okay, and we're just going to spend a couple of minutes just breathing, relaxing, closing our mind, and just switching off from the world a little bit. So sitting in your seat, making sure your bottom's at the back. Okay, you can just kind of relax the arms down, relax the shoulders, relax the head a little bit, and just lean back into the chair so you know that you are well supported. I want you to close your eyes. We're just going to do some breathing. So first I just want you to notice your natural in and out breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth, just the one that you do every day. Just become aware of it. Okay, now I'm going to ask you to fill those lungs. So we're going to inhale, fill the lungs, hold it, feel it, and if there's any tension in the body, as we exhale, I want you to imagine it floating away. And again, inhale, hold, and let it go. Inhale, hold, and then let it go. And again, just let that breath flow nicely back. And just spend the next 30 seconds just in through the nose, out through the mouth, letting that breath. Just have that 30 seconds to focus on you, to calm your mind.